please. Okay.
Hello, and welcome to Armbar Nerds. If you were wondering what Armbar Nerds is, it's a collective unit featuring the Armbar Audio Fellows and the other man on the screen. His name is Sid the Nerdy Mark.
Hi everyone, what's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. Hope everyone is safe and sound in their homes. And, during this time, we want to provide some relief and stuff for you to watch because I'm sure all your Netflix binging shows are running out. So, hey, you got something here. By the way, yesterday we did an Armbar Nerds episode on the Nerdy Mark channel. It was on the Chris Benoit documentary by Vice. Please go watch that as well if you are looking for something else to watch. But let's get into this topic today, which I think is a little bit more lighthearted, but it's going to be good. I mean, we're going to talk about. Well, no, I'll let you guys say what we're going to talk about.
We are talking about the best matches of March 2020, and this was a little hard, wasn't it, Sid?
Yeah, it was. It was because especially because a lot of shows got canceled. Across from whether it was Japan, whether it was New Japan, whether it was WWE, all those different shows. Now WWE is doing like empty arena shows and stuff like that. And New Japan, actually, fun fact, on their YouTube, they actually put out all their matches from New Beginning, and they were all like filmed in an empty arena. So I mean, if you want to check those out, you can. I'll see if I can watch a couple of them. But yeah, I mean, this actually forced me to watch other wrestling besides AEW and NXT. So it got me out of my comfort zone.
That was our plan all along.
How did you feel about that, Sid?
I don't know. It was fine. I was okay with it. And I mean, in the beginning, I was honestly a little bit like, oh, why do I have to do this? But I saw a lot of those matches, and they are actually really good. So I really enjoyed them. I did want to watch one of the shows that we're going to talk about here today, but I just didn't find it anywhere online. That was the only reason. That was my only excuse. But yeah, they're great. I mean, I enjoyed watching all those matches. Even the longer ones, actually, they were pretty good. I understood why they were long. I know I was bitching about it a little bit, but I kind of understood why it was so long. But it was just really late at night when I was watching it. That's why I was complaining. But yeah, but it was fine. I liked it.
Alrighty then.
What do you say we get right on into it?
Sure.
The number 10 match on our list this month is Chris Ridgway versus Mike Bailey from WXW in Germany's 16 Karat Gold Tournament of 2020.
This match was quite a hard-hitting spectacular. Chris Ridgway is a UK wrestler who has been on tour in Japan recently, and Mike Bailey is a Canadian wrestler who has been wrestling all throughout Europe and Japan, most notably DDT. These two put on, like I said, Mike Bailey has a Taekwondo background, so he comes around with the kicks pretty hard. Ridgway is a strong style type of wrestler. Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say?
This is, I'm going to go ahead and little tease. One of these guys, this is not his first appearance on this list this month.
No.
Nope.
I'll tell you what. And this guy is one.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. This guy is one that major companies in the U.S. should be looking at for next year when his U.S. ban is lifted.
Yes.
Yeah. And the whole this whole coronavirus thing was over, for sure.
So, Sid, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, I liked it. I know that Tim would not, for a long time, would not shut up about Mike Bailey. And I was like, okay, fine. Let's see what he's talking about. And I'm very impressed with Bailey. I was mainly watching it for Bailey, honest to God. Right. I like Ridgway as well. But yeah, Bailey, Taekwondo style is great. Fun fact, I actually used to take Taekwondo when I was a kid, so that's kind of
Nice.
a little bit personal connection here. I was a green belt, but that's it. Anyway, but I liked the match a lot. I just, two different styles, but complementing each other so well in the ring. That's all I can ask for, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I have nothing to. I don't have like any specific spots that I talk about, but
Right.
I loved it, man. It was awesome.
All right, we're gonna get into matches number 9 because we have 2 tied for this spot.
Oh yes, that's right.
But it's more of a appraisal of an improvement that we've noticed. We're gonna talk about from Dynamite. We've got AEW Dynamite. That is, we got Bea Priestley and Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida, and we also have a Fatal 4-Way match. That was Penelope Ford, Chris Statlander, Riho, and Hikaru Shida. And what we want to talk about here is the improvement of AEW's booking of their women's division.
Yes.
So I'll let Tim start this, and then we'll go to
This AEW has come under fire since they've been in business about their booking of the female division.
Right.
And I felt, John felt, and Sid feels that these 2 matches were quite outstanding and is putting the female division on a path to betterness or something like that.
Betterment.
Betterment, yes.
Betterment.
There we go, Cedric.
Cedric the Entertainer over here.
The first match was really good. We talked about that on our
Live long and prosper.
We talked about that on our show. Bea Priestley ended up turning on Nyla after the win. The Fatal 4-Way, Hikaru Shida continues to impress and has gained that number 1 spot. Sid, what would you like to say?
Yeah, I would say about the same. That was like the first initial complaint from fans saying that AEW doesn't have a strong women's division. There were all the memes in the world about about the NXT women's division versus the AEW women's division. But for sure, these 2 matches showed that the AEW is on the right track, and if they just keep going this way, they'll be all right. And again, this continues to also exemplify why Hikaru Shida needs to win that women's title sooner than later, because that woman is awesome. I'm not just because she's pretty. I'm saying she's actually really awesome. Okay, right. She's a very talented woman in the ring. So please put the title on her, AEW. Please do it.
She Falcon Arrowed Nyla Rose, for Christ's sake. So
exactly. Yeah.
And if you look at the common denominator in these 2 matches, Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida.
And
yes.
Yes. Both are excellent
to build your division around. And that's not a knock on any of these other women, because they're all fantastic. Bea Priestley is the top gaijin for a reason. That's not just a nickname. That's a truth.
Yeah. And of course, even Britt Baker, now her heel run is actually very good and very entertaining. Her antics with Tony Schiavone with the Starbucks coffee, good stuff. I love it. Bebe.
Moving on to match, the number 8 spot.
Number 8.
We're going back to Germany, back to the 16 karat gold tournament with Mike Bailey versus Bandito.
Sid, why don't you start us off?
I loved it, man. This was awesome too. Again, another reason why Tim here obsesses over Mike Bailey on a daily basis. Mike Bailey daily. Anyway, so I think Bandito. I've seen him in a couple of other matches. I think I saw. Was he at All in the last match when
Bandito? Yes, he was.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was my first exposure to him. But seeing Bandito in a singles capacity was really cool. I don't know why, but I have a thing for the superstars when they go up to their opponent and they do like the guns and then they like point it at them. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's badass. Like that's why Finn Balor does it.
Kenny, Bandito, yeah.
Yeah. So I loved Bandito's lucha style. It very much complemented the technical style of Mike Bailey and like his his striking style. He had an answer for everything that Bailey threw at him. And then that's what impressed me so much. But, Mike Bailey continues to impress me. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say.
Very nice.
I really enjoyed whenever Mike Bailey kicked one of Bandito's kicks down. There were two really cool spots for me. I mean, the whole match was a great spot. But Bandito did the moonsault fallaway slam off the top, only to be hit with a Fisherman Buster moonsault type of move off the top from Mike Bailey for the win. This was high action, high octane, just awesome match.
I agree.
Yep.
Going to number 7.
Goofy agrees too.
Yes. We're going back to Daly's Place. Back to Dynamite. We're talking about the AAA Mega Championship, which was on the line when Kenny Omega defended against the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
This match was quite high octane right from the jump, which, of course, it was going to be. It's Sammy G and Kenny Omega.
Right.
You had no shenanigans from the Elite or the Inner Circle, which I think was mostly in part to the limit of less than 10 people in the room at the same time, thanks to the social distancing rules.
And I thought it was good to not have them there for a AAA Mega Championship because it's not an AEW Championship.
People confused about the hot shotting of the title shot for Sammy Guevara. There is confusion if you don't know a lot about AAA. Sammy Guevara has a good record in AAA, which is why he was awarded the title shot.
Ray D. Reyes, a.k.a. King of Kings, was supposed to take place this month for AAA, where Kenny Omega would have wrestled Laredo Kid, but that show got canceled.
Yeah. So you had, I think at one point Sammy tried to hit Kenny with a V-trigger that was blocked with a V-trigger of Kenny's own, which was a cool spot.
Why would you try to do that? Come on.
Why would you try?
It's Kenny. You can't do that.
Sammy Guevara at one point hilariously made out with a character drawing of Brandy Rhodes, and Brandy's reaction was gold because Brandy was doing the ring announcing for this event because Justin Roberts was not able to make the trip. So that was hilarious. Sammy's cheering section consisted of drawings of Brandy, JK, or Chris Jericho, and for some reason Chris Pine as Captain Kirk from the new Star Trek series, which sparked a hilarious conversation between Tony Schiavone and Cody, who was on commentary. So, Sid, what do you got about it?
So, first of all, I have since, between Cody's Unrestricted episode and this match and everything, I actually went ahead and tweeted Cody and asked him where I should start with my Star Trek voyage. Anyway, he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But anyway, I thought this was actually my pick to be on the list, by the way. And I loved it because I think that these two are, as much of a douche Sammy Guevara is, he's amazing in the ring. And I think Kenny Omega, as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen a bad match from Kenny Omega. Oh, no. And obviously, honestly, Kenny Omega could wrestle nail clippers and it would still be amazing. Okay, he's like that's the thing. He's like AJ Styles.
He wrestled a little girl and it was amazing.
He wrestled a blow-up doll.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway,
the little girl was Riho.
I thought so. Yeah. Anyway, so but I think Sammy and Kenny again, awesome, high octane action here. Sammy's antics also made it that much more entertaining. Where even at one point he went to go to the announce table and to hit on Brandy. Yeah. And Brandy's reaction, like you said, was priceless, and so much so that it's become a meme now. Mm-hmm. And so that's amazing. It's just everything I wanted in this match, and like the fact that there was like no empty crowd but they were still able to keep that excitement with this match. Talks in is just goes in length to show how much AEW cares, and because they have that mentality of the show must go on, and as a matter of fact, in entertainment, the show must go on. And it doesn't mean you get to compromise on the quality of your matches. So I think that AEW gave us a banger of a match this time around, and so much so that it landed on our list. What do you know? So please watch this match if you have not. Do yourself a favor.
Watch all these matches.
Watch all of them.
Yeah, watch
every single one. It's only 10, and only one of them is ungodly long.
Yeah. Yes.
Number 6. We're going back to Japan for this one. We've got Tim. Please help me with this because I don't remember either.
Kento Miyahara putting on his Triple Crown title from All Japan Pro Wrestling against Suwama, and this was a battle. Yeah. I likened it to a Kenny Omega versus a Walter match because Suwama was just a bruiser who just choked and tossed Kento Miyahara around, but Kento was hitting the kicks, the knees. He kept trying to go for an arm trap German, but it was not to be. Suwama lariated the shit out of Kento Miyahara and ended his reign. But this match was a little long, and it was very good. You should go see it. I never watched All Japan until this month, and I was pretty excited about this match.
It was good stuff, man.
Yeah. I think with recent developments and everything, well, not recent, like developments spanning years and years, All Japan has more or less become like the underdog promotion of Japan. But again, you
hear a lot about Dragon Gate, a lot about New Japan, a lot about DDT. You don't really hear about All Japan anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because even though a lot of like WWE superstars did wrestle in All Japan back then, it still wasn't. New Japan just completely just took off and just blew All Japan out of the water. But if All Japan continues this route, could be a resurgence for them. I love this match. I thought it was good. Like Tim said, it's like a Kenny Omega versus Walter match. Or, well, now that Finn Balor is going to feud with Walter, I guess a Balor versus Walter match kind of a thing. But anyway, so I thought that this was good. I liked it. It was cool to see a crowd at this point. Everyone was wearing masks and gloves and stuff, obviously because of the recent developments going on.
There was a guy in the front row that at one point looked like this.
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Hey, but he wasn't wearing a mask. So
no, he wasn't wearing a mask. He was just like so intense and like. I was like, dude, this guy's gonna shit himself.
He was like that guy in the NXT crowd with the glasses, the chubby guy with the glasses who overly emotes for. That guy. It's like, yeah. I was like, all right, dude. And he literally was like, I hate you so much. Anyway, yeah, he's awesome. He was in AEW too, right, for a little bit.
Yeah. He was
yeah. Kip Saban.
They signed him.
Yeah, they signed him. He's working in the back. Fucking Green Shirt was at an AEW show, and I was like, get the hell out of here. You don't belong. Get the hell out.
We need Jesus and Scooby-Doo. Those are the people that we need.
That's our boys.
Anyway, great match. Awesome match, though. Awesome match. I loved it.
Numero 5.
Numero 5. I don't know where it's in Spanish, because we're going across the pond, baby, to the UK. When the NXT Cruiserweight Championship was on the line, Jordan Devlin defending against stupid, sexy Travis Banks.
Boy, was this a match. Travis Banks missed a suicide dive, or actually, Jordan Devlin sidestepped and threw him into the barricade, which was nasty.
Yeah, he hit the barricade with his shoulder and landed on the back of his neck and elicited quite a gasp from the audience. The commentary, even.
There was a slingshot cutter by Jordan Devlin, Travis Banks did hit the slice of heaven, but when he went for the Kiwi Crusher, it did not work out in his favor.
No.
There was a point where Travis Banks headbutted Devlin, and on the way down, Devlin headbutted Travis Banks, which was pretty sweet. John?
Yeah, this is the match on the list that I've watched the most recently. It was incredible. I have not seen an NXT UK match that has gotten me as excited as this for quite a while. This match has got me interested in getting back into NXT UK.
I would like to say that during these times of empty arenas and mostly promos from WWE, NXT UK is a great alternative. As these matches were taped before. There's a crowd. There was also a match at the beginning of the month where Walter put up his title against Dave Mastiff, which is also an honorable mention of mine.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay. I guess I'll go. This was. I mean, you guys kind of mentioned everything about the match that I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. This was awesome. But one thing I do want to talk about is that the NXT. First of all, the Cruiserweight title design looks a lot better.
I love it.
In my opinion, it's fantastic. It's great. And I've been talking a lot about a mid-card title for NXT UK. In my perfect world, this is what I would do. I would change NXT UK to NXT Europe, bring back the European title, and make the UK title the mid-card title.
Right.
But until said scenario happens, should it ever happen, it probably won't. I think it's cool that the Cruiserweight title is staying on NXT UK for a while. I would keep it until this whole pandemic thing goes down. Second of all, keep it because Jordan Devlin is the Irish Ace and he's that good. So, keep it.
Yeah, I'm coming around on Jordan Devlin. I wasn't a fan at first, but he's good.
I mean, he had in the first takeover for NXT UK, he wrestled his mentor Finn Balor, and it was awesome. I loved it. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, this was a great match, like I said, and I hope Travis Banks is okay. Seriously, but I thought this was a fine match, but hopefully we do see like a mid-card title type of scenario. I can imagine the Cruiserweight title kind of being like the mid-card title for the time being on NXT UK, just mm-hmm. in that sense. Right. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they do it sometime soon. Anyway, fine match for me, man. I loved it. It was 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Match number 4. Here we go. We're flying all around the globe today because we're going back to Germany for a third time. We're talking about Bobby Guns versus
David Starr.
Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. The
Jewish
cream
cannon.
In your coffee. The Jewish cannon. He's really good at Twitter. He's really good at wrestling.
The Bernie Sanders
of pro wrestling. Greatest mustache in the fucking business. David Starr.
This was a career versus title match. David Starr putting up his WXW career in hopes to get the ultimate prize in WXW. This was a fucking war.
Yeah.
They went throughout the crowd. They went onto the stage. They went in the ring, thank God. They literally beat the shit out of each other. At one point, David Starr...
For like 37 minutes.
I don't know why he did this because of Shibata, but he headbutted Bobby Guns and drew blood from his own skull, which was nasty. Bobby Guns kept trying to lock in an octopus stretch. This was just a war, and people should watch it. People should watch it. Now, I know you watched it, Sid. What did you think?
I thought it was good, man. I did think that it was long, but I understand why it was so long.
Yeah.
This was the match that I was complaining about to Tim, like, oh, it's so long, man, what the hell? But, well, I said other words, which I can't say here. But, you know, I liked it. This is actually my first exposure to David Starr. Like, I've seen his promos and stuff before, you know, capitalist pigs, whatever. But, you know, it was cool. It was cool to see him wrestle. He has a kind of an old school style of wrestling, which is cool. I liked it, and as did Bobby Guns. So I liked both of them. You know, I mean, it sucks that David Starr. Well, can I spoil it? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, David Starr did lose the match, and he is no longer welcome in WXW. So he's going to continue to unionize indie wrestling as he sees fit. But yeah, I mean, it was cool to see that. It was cool. I mean, yeah, and I get why it was so long because it's like, well, this is I'm trying to fight for my job here.
Yeah.
You know, so I got that, but yeah, it was cool, and I mean, his mustache is awesome. It's like a porn stash, but I still like it. Very akin to Tom Selleck. But anyway, so
David Starr and Joey Ryan should have a match, and the loser has to shave off their mustache.
Yes. I want that to happen. I want that to happen so bad now. Now that you mentioned it. Anyway, good match, man. It was good stuff.
Number three. Tim, can you believe that there is a main roster WWE match on this list?
Well, John, considering the two participants, yes, I can.
Holy shit, it's Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak.
Yes.
This was
You want to talk about textbook.
Technical masterclass.
Yeah.
This was a fantastic match. It did everything that the previous matches, aside from the high-octane ones, did, but in a more succinct way. They told a story and did the moves in a more concise way, but still got it over to the crowd and to smarks like us. This led to Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak being a partnership, and Daniel Bryan wanting Drew Gulak to be his coach, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match was fantastic. Daniel Bryan won, so take that.
Yes. I think Daniel Bryan won by ref stoppage, actually. Didn't he?
No.
Did Drew Gulak tap out?
Yes.
I did not think he did.
Number two.
Oh, wait. We haven't talked about...
Sid, you talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't watch the match?
I did, but you talk.
Okay. I
I agree with Tim.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Tim, too. And I remember when AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan were wrestling sometime back when he was doing the whole eat plants and smoke hemp gimmick and whatnot. But like I think the comment that you made, Tim, was that this felt like a New Japan match.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the same for this one. This felt like I thought I was watching New Japan for a sec. Yes, I have watched New Japan. Thank you very much for all those who are watching. I have watched it. That's why I like Kenny Omega. Anyway, but this felt like something that like something from Wrestle Kingdom or Sakura Genesis or Dominion, whatever. And I kind of wanted to see these two fight for a while. So it was good. My dream come true. Finally, this happened, and I like this new gimmick of Daniel Bryan. I like the new gimmick of Drew Gulak, and I'm actually looking forward to Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Even though it's going to be in an empty arena, but who cares? It's going to be awesome. And
if it's a match, I'll be happy. If there's a lot of goonery from Cesaro, Nakamura, and Gulak, I'm not going to be happy about it.
Right.
I know. It's just why are they even a three? Why are they even a trio? Just
because they're all foreign and not Drew Gulak, but they're all like people.
No. I'm talking about Sammy.
Not Drew Gulak. Yeah, Sammy, Cesaro, and Shinsuke, and foreign people are bad in WWE.
Damn it! I want Americans.
Number two. Back to Japan.
Hi.
This time at Dramatic Dream Team, also known as DDT, it was Konosuke Takeshita versus Masato Tanaka.
For the KOD Championship at Judgment 2020. And this match was fucking awesome. Masato Tanaka went after Konosuke's leg early on. He put him through a table, then took the table piece and drove it into his leg. At one point, they traded brain busters, and Konosuke did a brain buster like El Generico off the top rope onto the post area. Turnbuckle pad. Whatever. Masato Tanaka did end up winning and retaining. It just was. It was up there with New Japan, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, this was a great match. Fantastic.
And Masato Tanaka, bona fide legend. He's been to them all, as they say.
Yep. He was an ECW wrestler. He had he had a great feud with Mike Awesome. He was in one of the WWE ECW One Night Stands.
Wow.
And he's been all over the world. Yeah.
Nice. First of all, I just want to say that El Generico and Sami Zayn, two different people. They're not related. Right. Anyway, no, because a lot of people, I see that a lot on Twitter. Like, oh, yeah, I remember when Sami Zayn was El Generico. What are you talking about? That's not. Anyway,
that's crazy
I like, huh?
That's crazy talk.
It is, exactly, John. I liked this match mainly for one reason. I thought that there were no fancy moves here. There were no specialty things that only that one particular wrestler does. Yeah, I think that's what I saw. I saw a lot of drop kicks, dragon screws. Yeah.
Basic moves.
Yeah, classic moves, but it was still very high octane, and it still kept my attention. So that's my biggest high praise for them. And again, there was a crowd there, and everyone was wearing masks, so that was cool. And it was good to see that, especially I think now since the cases of COVID-19 are becoming more and more down in China and Japan and all these other Oriental countries, they're bringing out more crowd-based matches, if I can say that. But yeah, so I like the fact that it was a classic match, but it still didn't. But it was it kept me interested, and it was still very high octane. So it shows that you don't need to do all kinds of flippy shit to do that. Right. Nothing against it, by the way. I love flippy shit. Okay,
mm-hmm.
Jim Cornette. Eat that. Anyway, but
motherfucker.
Those damn vanilla midgets. Anyway, yeah, but I thought this showed what you can do with just classic moves, and it was fantastic, and I loved it. So good job.
Story in the ring.
Number one.
Number one, and I feel like should we?
Yes, we should
apologize beforehand.
No.
I agree.
What are you talking about, man?
God,
What are you talking about?
Are you afraid of Jim Cornette or something?
I'm not afraid of Jim Cornette. I'm just. This is ridiculous. But
ridiculous, but it was genius.
It was genius, and it's timely, and it's a good
and it was
message.
Important. It's important.
From
yes.
GCW, the social distance rules match between Joey Janela and Jimmy Lloyd, where the rules were the competitors had to stay 6 feet apart at all times.
When they used a weapon, it was sanitized first.
Yes.
Which was hilarious.
Joey Janela cut a promo with a microphone in a cup.
Yes. Sid, you loved this match. Why don't you talk about it?
Oh my God, this was very much akin to a match that Orange Cassidy might be in, and that's why I loved it. And it's again sends a very important message, especially during these times. social distancing is a big thing, and we want to make sure that everyone is healthy. So health is important, folks. I think that's the message, and I think Joey Janela is educating the kids out there, and he's doing a great job of it. So, but anyway, I thought this was cool. It was a very interesting, innovative spin on the whole social distancing. Kind of just they almost did make lemonade out of lemons in this, with the whole social distancing thing in a way. And I think Joey Janela, with cutting the promo with the cup, he even took the mic and put it into his pants, and he was speaking because he didn't want to touch it or whatnot. But I mean, this was
rub it all over your genitals. That'll keep
exactly.
you safe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll just get. I don't know.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
Janela is God.
Janela was also on commentary for this entire event, and was getting undressed and into his gear while doing commentary, which was amazing.
That's awesome. Janela is God.
I think that it shows a lot to both men's acumen in the ring to be able to pull something like this off.
Yeah.
To wrestle 6 feet apart from someone and make
to the point where the referee was made to have a tape measure on him to make sure that they were staying the correct distance apart.
But I mean, we saw a Japanese arm drag. We saw a spear through a door. It was hilarious, and it was great. It was awesome. It was the number one match of March.
Yes, it was.
It was like if there were two Damien Mizdows in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
that was awesome.
With that has been our show. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you're going to watch.
Yeah.
Wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one. And peace and love to all of you.
Bye.
Bang. Social distance too sweet.
Bang.
Bang. Shield fist bump. I don't know. Yeah, we did that when I came, so that was cool.